If you're in your 20s staring at your bank account thinking, how do I make my money work for me? Well, you're in the right place. I just turned 23, and this is where I was 3 years ago. I started researching and pouring time and energy, even some money, but I finally ended up coming across a simple strategy that changed the way I think about investing forever. Finally had something I was confident could compound over time and help me retire early. So I went all in. I scrapped together everything I could, and in the last 3 years, grew my account from less than 20,000 to over 150,000. So today we're diving into a dead simple strategy: buying stocks and selling covered calls. It's like renting out your stocks for extra cash while you sleep. No fancy degrees needed, just patience and a bit of smarts. Stick around. By the end, you'll have a plan to start generating passive income today. Let's turn that spare change into real wealth. So picture this. Meet Alex. He's 25, just landed his first real job. He's got a few grand saved up. But inflation's eating it alive, and he's tired of watching friends blow cash on gadgets while he's playing it safe. Sound familiar? Well, Alex wants passive income, money that grows without him clocking in extra hours. He hears about stocks but thinks, too risky, too complicated. Then one day, scrolling YouTube, maybe even a channel like this, he discovers covered calls. It's not gambling, it's like owning an apartment and renting it out. You buy the property, which is the stock in this case, then collect rent, which is the premium from selling a call. If the tenant wants to buy it later, cool, you sell at a profit. If not, you keep the rent and the property. Alex starts small, and boom, before he knows it, extra cash is flowing in. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's patient building, like planting a money tree that fruits every month. First, what is a covered call? It's a strategy where you buy shares of a stock you like, and at least 100 of them, since options are in lots of 100. Think blue chip companies like Apple or Coca-Cola, or just stuff in general you believe in long term. You want to own these underlying shares. Next, you're going to sell a call option on those shares. That's where renting out the shares comes into play. A call is basically a contract giving someone else the right to buy your shares at a set price, which is called the strike price, and by a certain date, which is the expiration date. And in return, you get paid up front. That's the premium. It's like insurance money that they're paying you for the chance to buy the stock from you. The best part about this is you can sell a contract to them, which is a call, that lets them buy the stock higher than what it's at right now. So it's a win-win for you. You get paid, and you're only selling the stock if it goes up. And in return, you get paid up front. This is called the premium. So here's an example. We're going to use SoFi as the example stock. You're going to buy 100 shares of SoFi stock at $19.60 a piece. So that's going to cost you $1,960 in total. Now you're going to sell a call on those shares. So if you were to go to trade SoFi, you're going to hit sell, call. Now we're going to choose a price. These are the strike prices on the left, and we're going to choose a price above what it's at right now. So we'll just say $20. Next, we want to choose the expiration date. And I typically go about 3 to 4 weeks out, so we'll say March 20th, just over a month. We're going to sell it at $20, essentially meaning we're going to buy the shares at $19.60. We're going to sell the shares at $20, and we're going to get paid to do it. And here's how much. So if I own 100 shares, I can sell one contract. So my total credit for this would be $126.96. And that's not even counting the extra $40 we will make because we're selling out at $20 and we bought in at $19.60. Now that we've looked at it in Robinhood, I want to take you to a site that I love to analyze option strategies with, which is called Option Strat. Creates a nice visual for you to get a good idea of what's going to happen. So we're going to go over here to covered call. We're going to type in SoFi. I'm going to put these same inputs in. Okay, we bought 100 shares. We're going to sell a call at 20. As you see, it says -1, which means selling. And it's March 20th, same date. So it shows we're collecting about $1.31 per contract, so $131. And our max profit here is $170 because you add in that $40 from the stock going up. All right, so there's only a few different things that can happen. If the stock stays below $20, which is what we sold the call at, we're going to keep the shares. This call will expire worthless, and we get to keep that premium as well. This is why I love doing it, because more times than not, it actually will expire worthless. But you got paid up front immediately and get to keep that cash no matter what. So in essence, because you collected that premium, your new break even goes from the 1961 down to 1830. That's essentially what you own your new shares at. Now, if it shoots up past 20, well, you still get to keep the premium, and you also make the difference between what you bought in at, the 1961, and the 20. So that's a total profit of $170, which if you calculate it on a percentage-wise, it's 9.3% in a month, which is honestly incredible. You're not really going to be unhappy about that. So the only risk here is that the stock drops significantly. But no matter what, you're going to be better off than if you just bought the shares at 1961 and held because of that discount you're getting due to the premium. And you're only doing this on stocks that you love. So worst case, you just have to wait it out in a company that you're happy holding. Now, why is this perfect for a 20-year-old like you? You're young, so time is your superpower. Putting your money to work for you now is like giving it steroids. Compound interest is real, and starting young with a strategy like this is the perfect way to take advantage of it. Smash that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. I'll see you next time.